Will this effort extend to the land border as stipulated in the framework agreement announced by Speaker Berry in 2020?
So we had separated out the maritime boundary negotiations from the land boundary. It's not that we don't want to have a resolution to the land boundary, we wanted to do the maritime first. And I think that signaled to everybody on both sides of the border and around the world that it's possible. That after all these decades, it is actually possible to reach a resolution on the boundary, on the border. So the question that I've been asking while I'm here in Lebanon these last couple of days is to hear the views of the leadership in Lebanon, whether or not there is a place for negotiations or for discussions of a land boundary. I don't know the answer to that. That's something that I think ultimately has to be a decision in Lebanon if they want to reach a resolution on a land border. So that's a question that I've asked while I'm here. We'll continue with those discussions. As the United States, we want to support Lebanon. We believe that Lebanon can be a prosperous, wealthy country. It has all the ingredients. It has some of the best people in the world, the best views and tourism, and Lebanese people are entrepreneurs everywhere around the world. There's no reason why they can't build a new economy here in Lebanon. To do that, you need to have good governance, an actual government, and good governance, transparency, better controls over the economy and finance and transparency, and root out corruption, and settle your internal security affairs, making sure that the country is hospitable to international investment. And if we can do those things, then I believe that there will be more investment will come from international.
Stability, of course.
But you need stability. And the border is one of those that gives a sense of stability, for sure.
What do you find in your meetings?
What I find is that the leadership understands that it is time there's no more time left. We need to have a new direction for Lebanon that rebuilds the economy and rebuilds confidence in Lebanon. And so I find a willingness from the leaders that I met with to focus on taking the steps that are required to support Lebanon. The question is, can we take that desire and translate it into action? I'll give you an example. It's not just about the border. You have to pass laws and pass regulations and take measures that will support the IMF program, that will support the World Bank assistance, that will then enable companies to make investments. Those steps can be taken today, even in this environment. The border issue is something that if this is the right opportunity, if this is the right moment, if the parties want it, not just in Lebanon, but in Israel as well, they have to want it as well. And to want it means you have to come to the table being willing to be creative thinkers and pragmatic and practical. If all sides are willing to do that, then the United States will stand ready to support Lebanon together with the United Nations and together with others to get a better outcome.
Do you have some proposal about this?
I have not come to Lebanon with a proposal, with any specific proposal. At this point, I'm just here to listen and to hear and to make a judgment on what is the best approach moving forward.